Well, Peter, the weather gods may not be smiling on the tournament, but the golfing gods have smiled on Terry Pilkadaris, co-overnight leader, with an 8-under par round of 64. And Terry, you've obviously worked out the secret to playing Namsol this year. What is it?
I'm not sure. I think it's 9 or 10 times before I've shot under par here. So I think obviously the course is a little different than previous years. It also helps we've got a yardage book that's got all the elevation changes. It's quite different playing a hole where you've got 100 metres to the green, but there's 12 metres of elevation, and you've got to hit it off an upslope out of long fairways. So trying to control the ball was the hard one, and I think this year the fairways are cut a lot lower, so you're not as concerned about getting the fly.
You've mentioned two of the key factors to Namsol that everyone talks about, being the elevation changes and grass in the fairways. You haven't mentioned the greens here. They're a real factor.
They are. They're quite slopey. Obviously, when you play on tour, there's a percentage that the pins will be put at, and it's like they don't go over 4%. Or 4 degrees, I think it is, and obviously some of the greens here they're at 5 or 6, so it makes it quite daunting. When the greens are running at about 11 or 12 on the stimp meter, and you've got a green that's the slope of 5 or 6%, it's quite a lot. And so obviously this year the greens are a little bit slower, and obviously that you can get at a few more putts.
Weather conditions today, the forecast is for around 20 degrees with light breezes and weather clearing as the day goes, so maybe the umbrellas will go down. But in terms of your preparation for today, how have you changed how you might approach this course because of the weather conditions?
No, you just got to accept it. I think that's the big thing. Everyone's playing in it. It's not just one person playing in it. I mean, half the field or most of the field will be playing in the rain, so you just got to be patient. I think there's certain things. When the ball's on the green, if you're hitting maybe a 30 or 40 metre pitch shot, the ball, you know, when the greens are wet, the ball's going to skid. So you've got to factor in when the ball's going to skid on the green, and then finally get the spin and stop. So it's just a matter of adjusting with the shorter shots more than the longer shots.
Well, Peter, certainly a different kettle of fish here today at Namsol, and certainly the weather will have an effect upon the speed of the greens.